I'll just load the save I made. What? So we had just seen a cutscene. Sorry, I was just repositioning the microphone. Okay, look around. The Zune that we destroyed. Product placement. Right. We didn't explore any of this. It was the cutscene and then it ended.
Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Mr. Bones.
He's looking a little under the weather. The synaptic snafu and other neurology misadventures. Now that sounds like fun reading. It's a choose-your-own-adventure neurology book. It's a shame no one's ever gotten it right. The synaptic snafu and other... You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. It's a choose-your-own-adventure neurology book. It's a shame no one's ever gotten it right. You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books.
What?
You have a fax.
Oh.
Looks like Carlos Maldonado was trying to get a hold of Mason about someone named Margaret Leonard. Well, I wonder what's on this little device. Maldonado was tracking down a woman named Margaret Leonard for Bowers. This memory stick probably works on the computer in Bowers' MRI room. If I found a flash drive, I could connect it to the video screen.
Long-lasting memories are created through a process of consolidation, which is based on the formations of protein in the brain. Thus, memories, particularly painful ones, are formed by these unstable proteins, making them easily identifiable and removed with a combination of drugs and behavior therapy, ensuring memory elimination. Of course, there are those who do not believe that the benefits of memory modification outweigh the risks. They warn that eliminating memories, one could significantly alter a person's personality, their history.
So, a fancy device that wipes your memories, Useful technology. I see applications for anyone who ever went out with you or read the Twilight series.
Come on. Little mercy here for the victim, all right? Why would Bowers want to erase my memory?
To make you forget something.
Nothing I can use. Man, that is so cool. My business card? How did Mason Bowers get this? This looks like a good bathroom read. Nothing I can use. Oh, what a very hospitable guest room. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something.
The Deus Ex health screen. That's what it is.
Yoink!
Or the OGS.
Yeah, that's not important. This cabinet needs a 3-digit code to open. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something. Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love.
But it can be.
Just looking at this gives me an icky feeling. I got a feeling that's not a crochet needle. You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books.
You think I'm damaged? Not everything is Deus Ex or Half-Life. Just kidding, of course it is. Of course it is. You can't deny the truth. There must be a code that I'm missing. Maybe I have it and I don't know. I never washed this. He said I should try to wash it, I think. Maybe I can...
Well, it's a microscope, and you'd need one of these just to see Rook's sense of humor. This petri dish is filthy. I'll need to clean it off before I can use it on the microscope. This is just to trick people into thinking you read a lot. This frame needs 9 baseball cards. Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. Wrong form of its. Come on, people. Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining my PI license from an entire summer of night school. No, that's not important. No, that's not important. Sulfuric acid. I better be careful with this.
Maybe to clean the thing.
Oh, I don't think a lot of studying went on in here with that flat-screen TV on the wall. Now I could use that. Sulfuric acid can be very useful in cleaning chemistry equipment.
I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
Something very tiny is written at the bottom of this petri dish. I'll need some help reading the inscription.
It's gonna be the code, right? $670. Nice. I could see it before it even showed it.
That's interesting. Something tells me the doctor got a lot of toothaches.
Cocaine toothache drops. Wow. What a time to be alive.
Nothing I can use. Anatomy books. Used only for medical research purposes, I'm sure. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
They reused that image.
Long-lasting memories are created through a process of consolidation, which is based on the formations of protein in the brain. Thus, memories, particularly painful ones, are formed by these unstable proteins, making them easily identifiable and removed with a combination of drugs and behavior therapy, ensuring memory elimination. Of course, there are those who do not believe that the benefits of memory modification outweigh the risks. They warn that eliminating memories, one could significantly alter a person's personality, their history.
Just seeing if there's anything in the background that I needed to pay attention to that I maybe missed. There's nothing going on. Okay. I guess I need to go find the last card somewhere. I don't know where that is. It's gotta be somewhere hidden.
Sheesh, I couldn't even imagine lugging this thing up those stairs. If the owner's ventriloquist dummy's in here, I'm gonna be very upset.
Ah.
That's interesting.
Okay, we have all of them now, I think. Who's here? Okay, now you just, what, put them in order? Like, what? That's not the answer.
I need each of the 3 rows to total 17 in all directions using the numbers found on the baseball cards.
Okay. Oh boy, math. Ah, okay, okay.
Lots of cash. Usually a sign of illegal activity. Pawn Weekly may be even sadder than that Cat Weekly magazine.
There's like an additional panel or something that you can't.
The drawer inside this safe needs 2 additional cards.
Oh.
Whatever's in here must be so important that Mason Bowers keeps both the cards with him at all times. Looks like Bowers was interested in some Nikola Tesla artifacts from Rook's pawn shop.
Now we have to go back to Rook's. What's that?
There's a past due notice here.
You're late, you bum!
Note to self, check and make sure I made my speeder payment.
Man, fuck that. Bills that punch you when you look at them.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, if you know what I mean. This house belongs in a tax bracket that I'm most unfamiliar with.
I think I'm done here. I don't know. I can probably come back though. Secret room.
I better drop by the barbecue joint and see how that dweeb Mojo's doing.
Maybe he's decrypted that memory stick.
Yeah, about time, too. I need a new lead on this case. Someday, I hope to collect all of the Mike and Ike Hammer comics and place them here.
Just 10 more.
No messages on the vid phone. On Saturday nights, I put the furniture to the walls and cut loose on the dance floor.
Let's go here first.
So, your memory stick's all ready to go. Now, what do you give me for it?
How about an autograph? You have the only one.
You think I'm going to solve your case for free just because you're my idol? No, the great Tex Murphy wouldn't lift a finger without compensation. Neither will I.
Is this little guy gonna really hustle me for some money?
Well, I was going to offer you a very special junior detective badge.
I don't want some stupid little orphan Annie ring. I want a memento from one of your cases. Something one of a kind.
I don't have anything like that. My apartment's practically empty. Even if I did, how do I know what's on the memory stick is even worth anything anyway?
You know how your cases always have 100 loose ends and you need that one missing piece to tie it all together?
It's not always like that.
This could be that one missing piece. Mr. Murphy, you need this.
Yeah, well, I'm all out of action figures, so now what?
Do you remember that sicko who was going around with a liquid nitrogen freeze gun, shooting people and then smashing them? The press called him the Nitro Stalker. You got involved, and the cops finally found him a few weeks later, smashed into a million pieces.
Sounds like he was pretty broken up.
Everybody knows you were behind that bit of freeze-dried justice. The freeze gun was never found, and I'm betting you took it. I'll trade you the memory stick straight up for it.
All right. But please be aware that Inspector Burns' corporate will be hearing about your shoddy customer service.
Who's that? Don't know.
I wonder who'd know about that stupid freeze gun around here.
Whatever you need, Mythe, just ask. You got me there, Mythe.
We need to talk.
Oh, do we have to, really?
Yeah, trust me, you may be involved in what happened to me.
Oh, the very thought makes me giddy.
I knew you'd be pleased to hear that. But it's all tied to items of Nikola Tesla and a man named Mason Bowers.
Well, it's true. It's true I've had some very rare Tesla items in my possession from time to time, but I have never heard of this Mason Bowers.
Do you know Carlos Maldonado?
Well, of course I know that wretched swine.
Tell me how he ties into Tesla.
Well, Maldonado tried to bribe and threaten me to reveal my source of my Tesla items, but I didn't give it to him, and I won't give it to you. Do you think Maldonado was the one watching you?
I think so.
Oh, my, that could be troublesome. I need to make some inquiries. Is there anything else? Well, the freeze gun? The one you pawned that supposedly belonged to the Nitro Stalker? I believe it was purchased by one of those vigilante Morlock hunters.
More questions? Why you gotta keep coming back with more questions? Can't help you with that.
Sad to say, many robots and cyborgs end up down here. They get hooked on old Chihuahua motor oil, and they stumble down here looking for a fix until their lights fade out.
Oh, this is open.
O Lord, we beseech thee, give us strength,
Courage.
protection. Hail, fellow countrymen. We are ready to begin our quest.
Hunting the dreadful night beast. Make haste.
Sorry, Tex, we gotta run.
Farewell, Sir Larry, Curly, and Moe. I'll be sure to tell Snow White you're gonna be late for breakfast.
Ooh, now this place is cool. A nerdy 7th grader's paradise.
Yeah, every weapon you'd ever need to be a level 85 World of Warlord chieftain. Back in the Hays Code days, couples had to sleep in 2 separate sleeping bags. I used to love the game of Twisty until I realized its true sinister purpose.
They couldn't say Twister.
The half-life of Weenie World burgers is at least 20 years. Whoa, better tell Yogi to be on the lookout for these in Jellystone. It's a key to a padlock. Looks like someone has already helped themselves to the items behind the counter. Did someone leave these on? Because they look like they're on.
Ah!
Ow! Yep.
Fool me once, rubber spaghetti, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yikes. No novelty toys in here. Only real weaponry. Yep, that's not diet.
Whoa, I feel like I just missed the fellowship before they headed off to Mordor. Mace is still a common tool for women's self-defense.
Did you miss the FMV here? I mean, it happened, so if you didn't see it, yeah.
Padlocking the fridge is for extreme dieters only.
I walked in and met the 3 guys. I don't know, they left.
Hey, where are the fun masks? I was promised fun masks.
The guy in the middle was Wang Bang. No shit. I thanked him for the patch earlier, and he was like, there's a new fan patch or something? I was like, no. It's just, thanks for those files. Really. I don't know if he's gonna watch this or anything, but like, without that fix, I was not able to play Overseer at all. Like, you'd click on something and it would just skip the dialogue.
Good lord. They're LARPers. Gross. No one's ever removed this thing since the incident?
He was a viewer in the previous stream.
It's a padlock key. Well, that was stupid. Roof access. Wait a second. I remember years ago, Rusty once bragged that he had a secret panel installed in the water tower on the roof to hide his smuggled illegal novelty items. I wonder if the Morlock...
Oh. I didn't think that would cancel it out.
Roof access. Wait a second. I remember years ago, Rusty once bragged that he had a secret panel installed in the water tower on the roof to hide his smuggled illegal novelty items. I wonder if the Morlock hunters stashed their valuables there as well. This needs a key.
Oh, now I can zipline.
I see they put Rusty's zipline back in place. How convenient.
Hi, doggy.
There's a mean-looking pooch behind this gate. There's a mean-looking pooch behind this gate.
Well, you're dead. Good thing you saved your game. Wait, you did save your game, right? Because there's no way I'm going through all that again.
It's okay, the game saved like 1,000,000 times since I started playing. I think I'm okay.
I need a zipline trolley to place on that rope.
Thank you, Deus Machina.
He said the thing. Every game is Deus Ex. Prove me wrong.
No way! A freeze gun? This is definitely your coolest case ever.
No pun intended.
With freeze guns, the puns are always intended. Are you familiar with the work of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Please stop.
Please, have mercy.
I'm afraid my condition is...
I can't. I can't. This man is ruining the game for me. This man is ruining the game. Why was this added?
has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
I'm gonna find a way to turn you off, I swear.
You're not sending me to...
That leads to Rusty's roof.
I just have to cut him off with other dialogue. I think that's the answer to that. Is just inspect something and shut him the fuck up. Man, that sucks. Awful decisions.
A freeze gun? Could it get any more geeky?
You got it, didn't you? The Nitro Stalker freeze gun. So cool. My internet group is gonna be so jealous.
Get it? Small.
Listen, kid. We kind of keep this on the down low. If the cops find out I gave this to you, I'm probably gonna lose my license.
You can count on me. And I've already forgotten what was on that memory stick. Lips are zipped.
Good enough. And, by the way, that doesn't work.
His face. Why does this have to block his face? There's so much room on the sides.
We may only get one chance, Carlos, so I wanted to go over the plan one more time. If Margaret shows up at the Ritz, call me immediately. If I'm delayed, detain her. We have to assume she won't give up the egg voluntarily, but I want to talk to her first. You know why I've given you the cryo chamber. But that has to be the very last resort. And if anything happens to me, I'll need you to contact a friend of mine. Keep it safe until I retrieve it.
Well, it sounds like Mason and Margaret had a major disagreement. I need to locate both of them and get to the bottom of this. I decide to head back to my office to sort things out.
Hey, cowboy. Any memories coming back yet?
Not so far, but something tells me I might be missing out on some really good ones.
That's solid detective work.
So... were we dating?
Dating? Oh, that's so cute. I guess you can call it that. But we were also working together in a more professional capacity.
Well, now my detective skills are picking up a little sarcasm.
Seriously, cowboy, you're good. I've learned a lot working with you the past couple weeks.
Let me get this straight. You and I were working on a case together? Do you mind telling me about that?
Not at all. You wanted a list of tenants here at the Ritz as far back as I could go.
Why would I do that?
It was your dreams. They were vivid before, but they were getting out of control. It's almost like they were changing you into someone else. You talked about seeing things from the past, but you wouldn't give me details. You were incredibly stressed. It was like you actually believed this apartment was haunted. You even started looking into psychometry.
Psycho what?
Psychometry. It's the belief that an object can contain a person's energy or memories.
So, not only am I an amnesiac, but I'm a paranormal idiot. Great.
Sounds crazy, I know. But then we found out about Donnelly.
Who?
J.T. Donnelly. It was the most bizarre thing. I'd heard you mention the name in your sleep. But then, his name turned up when I checked out the previous tenants.
So who is this guy?
He's a private investigator, a real old school brute. He worked for some powerful, influential people, but then he disappeared around 1943. His last known address was here.
San Francisco.
No, here, at the Ritz in this exact apartment.
Okay, that's a little bizarre.
It gets bizarrier. You called me one night, raving like a lunatic, saying the walls were talking. I rushed over and found holes smashed in the wall, and you curled up on the floor in a ball.
Well, I'm glad to hear I haven't changed that much.
You wouldn't tell me what had happened. But after that, you wouldn't sleep here. That's when you got your new place and started to sleep there.
Hold on. I have another place?
Yes, you do. And it's even nicer than here.
This is all crazy. I think I'm gonna sleep here tonight just to see whether it affects me in the same way.
Do you want some company?
Yes.
Listen, Taylor, I'm beginning to see what the other me saw in you. But in my head, it's still 2043. I've got to tell you, there was somebody else.
Chelsea, I know. I know how much she meant to you, Tex. Losing her was traumatic as hell for you. But she's gone. And there's nothing you can say or do or don't do that's gonna bring her back. Do you feel that?
Oh, God.
I sure do.
I'm alive. And that's my heart. It's yours if you want it. And it comes with all the other bits.
Yes.
Well, I think it's time for the big sleepover. I'll make popcorn.
And I'll pitch the tent.
I can't wait for her to betray me.
Six hours later, the rain was finally letting up. Somebody once said, you can't change the past, only the course you're on. And that's what I intend to do. It's time for me to take my ship in a new direction. Being with Taylor last night felt comfortable. She accepted me as I am. Maybe I ought to accept myself in the same way. Still, I know I'm in the middle of something sinister, and I've got to deal with it. I've got to find a way to get my recent memory back. Then I can go forward and start a new day. As Taylor was leaving, she slips me a key to a place called the Resort, and said it might provide some insights about myself over the last few years. She wasn't kidding.
Yikes.
These watches are worth a small fortune. Nitro case shattered? By Tex Murphy? When did I become an attention seeker?
Dog learns to fly.
I'm hoping this newspaper article is not some sentimental keepsake. Looks like I like to wear sunglasses at night.
Am I J.C. Denton? Into fresh?
Well, that is an intimidating knife. When I think of women in my past who were black book quality, Regan Madsen from my Pandora case always comes to mind.
Oh. Well, I suppose you've already sat in my chair and I've eaten my porridge, too.
Took you long enough. I thought I was gonna have to stir it in by myself. I hope you don't mind I made myself comfortable. And I'm very comfortable.
Yeah. You look it.
How long does it take you to smoke that cigarette?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
She was vicious, mean, nasty, and rotten to the core. And I still think fondly of her almost every day. Maybe I should go get checked out at a medical clinic for reasons other than my head injury. Real brass knuckles. That's a big departure from my non-lethal weapons collection. Black leather gloves? Wait a second. I'm pen pals with Big Jim Slade? I don't think I like what I'm discovering about the last 7 years. Emily? Oh man. I hope she's doing this to get through school. I'm hoping this isn't mine.
Where's the lady that goes with that outfit?
Yeah, some habits die hard. Nitro case shattered? By Tex Murphy? When did I become an attention seeker?
I don't see anything else in this room. Oh, look at that.
Some lady gave me her phone number? I'm not used to that.
Oh, it's a 3-digit code. Hold on. So then what's the other part of it? Uh... Hmm. Am I stupid? Oh, math. I have to multiply it? Hey, welcome back. Sorry, I'm just figuring this out. Okay. I got 144. Because the top one is 16 and the bottom is 9. Yeah, okay. Math.
Where did I get this kind of money? Did I really turn into a gun-for-hire mercenary that everybody's afraid of?
There's something about this setup that just feels
interesting.
No.
Money in an offshore account? I trust I earned this legitimately, I hope.
That's a lot of money. I wish I had that kind of money. I guess I go back. I don't know.
You have a fax. You have a fax.
Looks like Archie's back in town. I should check out his 3 cards to midnight shop and see if he knows anything. Looks like Archie's back in town. I should check out his... It looks like the dumpster escaped unscathed. These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent.
I'm gonna talk to Louie.
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old Tex they're dealing with. Let me know what else I can do for you. I know you was having bad dreams way back when, but I didn't hear nothing else about them after, you know, the thing with Chelsea happened.
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir?
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse.
Archie Ellis is my herbal tea-loving, source for all things alien, supernatural, conspiracy theorist. Or he's just plain crazy. He ran into some trouble with the NSA on my last case. Last I knew, he was hiding out in some tropical locale with a bevy of beauties. I'm surprised he's back in town.
Hey, Murphy, how you doing? You okay? I heard you were having some kind of amnesia. You know, most alien abductees always have some sort of memory loss.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Last I saw you, you were on some tropical island hiding out from the NSA.
Okay, like I told you before, I wasn't hiding. I was relaxed. So, and of course, you don't even remember talking to me, do you? Let me see where you got hit. Yowza!
You really back off, man, because I swear I will shoot the next person who tries to touch this, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch. Ooh. So, I guess you do need some catching up then. A few months ago, I moved back here from the islands and I opened up this place. And I was hoping that you and I could hang out together like old times, but you haven't been around much.
I've also turned into a heartless jerk, apparently.
Sounded like the same Murph to me, making jokes and putting your cigarette out in my herbal tea before I'm done with it.
So, have you heard anything about what I was working on before the aliens got me?
Not yet, but you know I'm always ready to be Robin to your Batman. Without the homoerotic undertones, of course.
Sorry, Arch, but it's a package deal. If you're gonna be in this with me, you're gonna have to be in all the way.
You had me going there, Murph.
Okay, Boy Wonder, I need you to enter 2 names into the Bat computer. Mason Bowers, Margaret Leonard.
Well, I don't know about Mason Bowers, but Margaret Leonard, she's connected to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I mean, you know who Nikola Tesla was, right?
Nikola. The cough drop?
Nikola Tesla was a genius. Probably one of the greatest geniuses ever. I mean, it was Tesla, not Marconi, who was the true inventor of the radio. He invented a Tesla coil, the AC electricity, remote control. He even pioneered cryogenics.
So are we almost to the part about Margaret Leonard?
Right. Well, Tesla died in 1943 when the FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers and designs. Then in about 2012, all this stuff, the Tesla cash just disappeared. And you want to know who the #1 suspect was?
Margaret Leonard.
No, an FBI agent named Charles Johansson. Now, I know they could never prove that he did it, but then he quits the FBI and joins some Tesla fanatic group called the Tesla Legacy Society, a group dedicated to making the world better through technology. And that's where he meets
Margaret Leonard.
Bingo! They fall in love, they get married. I think they even had a kid together.
So where's Margaret now?
Not a clue. Johansson died a couple years later, cancer, I think. And after that, Margaret just dropped out of circulation.
So all this happened, what, 37 years ago. I mean, no one's found the Tesla cache since then?
It's one of the great mysteries, the lost inventions of Nikola Tesla.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Oh, you ever hear of a little thing called Tunguska?
Have I ever? Picked up a bad case when I was down in Mexico. It's where I learned the phrase, Baños, rapidos, ándale muchachos, vámonos!
Oh, Murph, you're too funny. You know, in 1890s, Tesla conducted an experiment and created a resonance frequency. You know, like a big vibration, and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City. And then in the 1900s, he began to work on what he called a teleforce beam. The press called it, you know, a death ray, you know, cooler name. But a few years later in Russia, remote area called Tunguska, something caused an explosion 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb 40 years before we invented it?
But that was the last anyone ever heard of the death ray. Tesla never got funding. Instead, they made him out to be some crackpot, and he was broke for the rest of his life. Some people think the plans for it were part of the Tesla cache. Just think how much someone would pay to get their hands on that.
And the dialogue begins. This is what got you interested in Tesla. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff to read up on this guy's inventions.
The Tesla cache is right up there for me. Oh, and the death ray? Well, the name says it all, doesn't it?
Sure does.
He died like 40 years ago and either left the Tesla cache with Margaret Leonard or somebody else, or he took it to the grave. I've been checking my sources, but no one's heard a thing about her in years. You know, both aliens and ghosts can communicate through their dreams. It's a proven fact.
Sure it is.
Donnelly's kind of a mysterious character. He was a private detective Tesla may have hired not long before he died. There's a mention of it in one of Tesla's letters. Don't know about that. Gosh, you'd think a sidekick would be a little more helpful, huh? My little buddy Mojo works over there. We hang out a lot, but I can't stay there too long. Something makes my eyeballs burn. He's not very friendly, is he? Yeah. Oh, that's the hollow babe at the Golden Gate. Yeah, Mojo is warm for her form, or lack thereof, as it were. I actually wouldn't mind forgetting a few years of my own life, mostly my teenage years. I eat at the Brew and Stew all the time. You like my shop? Kind of like my old one, the Cosmic Connection. But I had to change the name in case, you know, the NSA and all that. You know me, Murph. Always up for an adventure. As long as I don't have to go anywhere. Seems nice. And I'll never forget what you did tipping me off before that whack job NSA guy could get me.
As I leave, Archie hands me an old photograph of Margaret Leonard. Maybe someone else on Chandler will recognize her from the picture. I wonder if anyone else on Chandler Avenue has seen Margaret Leonard.
I've seen her on the load screen.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Help me, creepy lady.
Sorry, I don't know a lot of people, except the ones that come in here. Not a clue.
Is there anything else for us to find up here? The dog is still knocked out.
More questions? Why you gotta keep coming back with more questions? I remember her. Sweet little old lady. Used to see her around the neighborhood years ago. Don't remember the last time I saw her.
Of all the face-melting food joints in all the towns, in all the world, you walk into mine. That's the witch. At least that's what I call her. A couple times I've seen this old lady sneaking around the neighborhood.
Okay, you need to give me a little more information on that little man. Come on. It's not like we're gonna see somebody walking around here. Still pretty much untouched. Nothing to find in there. I forget the name of the actor, but if you look at Discord, you can see Arnovitz posted the name of the actor.
Closed. Yeah, this building's been a lemon for anyone who's tried to open a business here.
Oh, there's a guy. I keep forgetting there's a guy in here.
If you were looking for me earlier, I wasn't here.
Yeah, I'm a PI, so I figured that one out already. Now that you're back, I wonder if you could help me out with something. You recognize the woman in this photo?
Oh, nice. I think I saw her in a playbook from 1996. Is this your girlfriend?
Not yet, but I'd like to take her out for dinner and drinks, and well, then we'd go from there.
I'm just kidding about this woman being your girlfriend. She's actually mine. No, I'm kidding again. This is Margaret Leonard. She's had a room here at the Ritz forever. She used to live here, but I haven't seen her in years. So, she may not be here anymore, but she auto-pays her rent. So it's all good.
Any chance you can get me into her apartment?
Not a chance in hell. I let her install her own security system, just like you, except hers is a real one. I can't tell you which apartment it is, but you won't get in without a passcode or a personal invitation. Maybe I could try to help you with something else. I'll bet she was something back in the day. Way back in the day. All I know about her is she's got a room here. I hardly ever see her, so I don't know when she's here and when she isn't. Can't help you with that.
Well, this is a flashy new neighbor. Yeah, needs a key.
Yeah, needs a key. Well, that won't work. Yeah, needs a key. People who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be found. People who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be found.
It has to be this one.
I've been thinking, Murphy, perhaps I should confide something to you.
Oh, this should be good.
That is, you believe Maldonado is spying on you, but it could have been someone else.
Not Margaret Leonard by any chance.
How did you know?
Do the words P.I. mean anything to you?
Margaret may be in grave danger. I've tried to contact her, but to no avail.
Gosh, if only we knew someone with some detective skills. Do you know how to get into her apartment?
No, but she may have left a clue. Some time ago, she left this in my care. It's for you.
For me?
She wanted you to have it in case anything happened. I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets. I have an interest in Tesla collectibles, so yes, I've heard of it. And no, I don't know where you could find it. I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets.
Maybe we should try to figure out what this is instead of just trying to brute force it. Just trying to figure out what this could even be. I mean... It's like more meth stuff, right? Maybe it has to be 15 in every... Because of this. And this. I think I need to make all these... Oh, I actually have... Oh, I miscounted. Okay, I was right, though.
Why would Margaret Leonard leave me a key?
What is that for?
That doesn't look good. That chair looks comfortable. Too comfortable. Was she blind when she picked these out? Oh, there's a flower for each month of the year. It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain. It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain. Looks like Margaret Leonard had a video journal. I'll need to find a memory stick to use on the vid player to watch them.
Okay, let's assume this is December. I don't know. Like, would that be January? I mean, it looks like I need January, April, June, and September. Am I wrong? Let's see. Hold on. Let's assume the top is 12, like a clock. So that would be January. Okay, yeah. That was the problem.
It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
Mantis.
It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
Why would that be in a lockbox in this lady's home?
As I walk in the bathroom, I realize there's something wrong here. Something terribly wrong. Well, I think I found Margaret Leonard. Well, most of her.
I wonder what happened to her head. It's just like looking out the window to see who could have possibly seen this. The robot? I didn't see anything to help connect to this, unfortunately. Maybe we'll find it later and we have to come back here.
Well, hello, boys.
Mr. Murphy, you need to come with us if you want to live.
Seriously?
Just kidding. What was going on in there? You know the drill.
Why do so many people around you end up dead?
Well, everybody dies eventually.
But not all at once. Did you kill Margaret Leonard?
Really? You think beheading a little old lady fits my MO?
But we keep walking in on you with all these dead bodies. You must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Yeah, I might be. But you gotta start looking for another suspect.
I don't care why, I just want to know who.
Wait a second, how do we even know it's Margaret Leonard? I mean, maybe that's why they took the head.
Yeah, that might have worked 100 years ago, but now we've got apps for that. We've already got a positive ID.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? I mean, kind of working together, bouncing ideas, sharing information. I mean, what if I said I had some information might help your investigation?
I'd say you were withholding evidence.
Now, I said I might have something.
No, you said you had something that might help.
Yeah, oops. Look, Danwich, you seem like a stand-up guy, and I know you don't want any vigilantism, so I'll play it by the book. I think I have video that might have been shot by the guy who killed Margaret Leonard. I'm just gonna hand it to you and hope you'll cut me some slack.
It's on your smart, Alex? Let's have it.
The guy in the video's Mason Bowers.
And this is the guy you think was abducted. The problem is there's no evidence of anyone being abducted, so I can't investigate. My hands are tied.
Well, mine, as you see, are not.
I may have seen this guy before on some kind of surveillance video.
A surveillance video, you say?
The video could have shown you in your apartment talking to an elderly lady. There may have been another man there as well, a mutant of some kind, who might have jumped you. The elderly lady, in theory, could have appeared to have injected you when you were restrained. In the ensuing struggle, you might have been knocked out on the fire escape.
And when would Bowers have shown, hypothetically?
Right after you were knocked out, tore through the apartment in pursuit of the old lady.
So everything that I've told you matches up, and we're both looking for Mason Bowers.
Are you familiar with a program called VCT, Vehicle Compliance Tracking? All cars come with sensors that report when one is out of compliance. For example, when you have your right front headlight shot out, if you could access the VCT database, which is illegal and highly inadvisable, you would find a list of all vehicles with the right front headlight shot out. If you could provide more information on vehicle, you can access an ID and an address from the registration.
Any chance this might have been the vehicle seen in the Maldonado surveillance video?
I gotta get back to work, Murphy. If you got questions, ask them. And then stop wasting my time with this speculative nonsense. A speeder with a broken headlight on the front passenger side? No idea what you're talking about. That's Margaret Leonard? I'll have to take your word for it. Don't recognize the face. Sorry. I know who Zach Williams is, and who his associates are. I'd advise you to keep your distance.
As soon as I got back from the new San Francisco Police Department, I had an urgent message from Rook. It seems Rook had a soft spot for Margaret and wanted to bring her some justice. He told me he had another interested party in the Tesla cache, a Count Saint Germain, who was staying at the Golden Gate Hotel. Maybe he could divulge some answers.
Oh, the game should have been black and white.
One hears a great deal about Tex Murphy on Chandler Avenue. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Word is you're a big fan of Nikola Tesla, or at least his stuff.
Yes. Your local pawn shop has a remarkably extensive offering of Tesla paraphernalia. Certainly the largest cache I've found this side of Belgrade.
You mind if I ask what your interest is in Tesla?
I gather you're at least somewhat familiar with the story of the Tesla cache? I believe some of the items Rook has were part of the Tesla cache, but he refuses to divulge how he obtained them. I presume from Margaret Leonard, or some third party who got them from her.
Shocking. Rook normally would cut off his right arm if he thought somebody'd buy it.
I've spent many years searching for something. My hope is to find a clue as to its whereabouts in Tesla's letters or journals. But the trail has led me here. Tell me, Mr. Murphy, Do you know the name J.T. Donnelly?
Yeah. I mean, I just heard about it, but he was a PI, and he lived around here back in the 1940s.
At the Ritz, in the very room in which you now live. An intriguing connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting and maybe a little weird, but it's not a connection.
But it's so much more than that. Back in Donnelly's time, there was a man known as the Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Casey. He made a compelling case for the belief that most of us have lived past lives.
You're losing me.
Come now. You've said on more than one occasion that you felt as if you'd been born a century too late. A man out of time, as it were. Tell me, do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
What? You know about my dreams? I must be getting incredibly broad-minded in my old age. So what are you saying? I was J.T. Donnelly in a former life?
We could explore that possibility, but first, have eggs ever appeared in your dreams?
Oh, I love eggs, of course. Poached, over easy, scrambled. I mean, they're certainly nature's wonder food.
There are affordable accommodations in better parts of the city. Something could have been drawing you specifically to the Ritz. Don't you agree?
Yeah, cheap rent. Could you maybe help me out with these memories? Help me interpret these dreams?
If you could find this egg, or even put me on its trail again, I have certain techniques, such as regression and channeling, that could help you recall past events. And, I should add, the egg is worth a fortune. Which I would gladly pay.
We talk for a few minutes longer, but I tell him I need to get back to the case. This is way beyond my comprehension. Mystical eggs? Mind regression? Past lives? It's boggling. Margaret spoke of an egg being held by a religious fanatic who prays. Was it the Tesla egg I found in the wall at the Ritz? If so, it would have been there for over 100 years. Does it have some sort of channeling power from the person who possessed it? Well, Mason Bowers is still the key. I need data for the VCT so I can find out who kidnapped him. I better start asking around.
Time for some good old-fashioned detective work. You should talk to potential witnesses.
No,
and see if
you
they
should
know
stop
anything
telling me
about
what to
the
do.
suspicious
Stop.
It's best
Stop
not to sit on
talking.
these couches, but if you do, you better be wearing a hazmat suit.
Wow.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. Yeah, there was a speeder that took off right after the gunshots. Saw it in my rearview mirror. I got a thing for high-end speeders. This was a 48 Pandian. Sweet ride.
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir? Would if I could.
Hello, Murphy. How goes the investigation? I'm quite certain she was on the run from someone or something. I took care of her as much as she'd let me. I'm very sad she's gone. Yes, I'm sure that Margaret's items came from the Tesla cache, though the pieces she gave me to sell weren't nearly as valuable as rumors would have you believe.
Hey, welcome back, Will. There was a character not too long ago. I made a joke. Hey, it's Will Sachs. This dude was like an alien truther. I don't know. I can go back and talk to him. Feels like I willed you into existence. I brought you to the stream. Welcome back. Yeah, the inventory is like a AI thing. Computer puck. I don't know. But it talks nonstop. With like just unnecessary dialogue. Because Mystery Science Theater and Riff Tracks.
The speeder that flew away after the gunshots I heard? I'm not sure what type it was, but I did notice that the interior was very unusual. It was all white. Interesting fellow. He was particularly interested in anything to do with Nikola Tesla. He mentioned that he stayed at the Golden Gate Hotel.
Okay, we probably had to go to the hotel.
You know, Murph, I think we make a great team. What can I do for you? She's dead? And she was living right here for years. How do you always find yourself right in the middle of everything? You have a gift, my friend. He'd go on into these weird trances and talk about past life stuff. You know, pretty intriguing until you get to where he starts going on about Atlantis. No. We were talking about some stuff. Tesla, Romanovs, Fabergé, that sort of thing. He sure seems to know a lot about everything. That's the most recent photo of Margaret Leonard I could find. Like I said, she's been out of circulation for a while.
You only ever get compared to the guy in the dumpster. I wonder why. If only your username didn't have bum in it. The guy in the dumpster isn't even here anymore. He's graduated. He's moved on. Okay, let's go to the hotel and talk to the AI. Because this is altered carbon.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? You're talking about the speeder I saw take off after the shooting? What I can tell you for certain is the last 2 digits on the license plate. They were the numbers 6 and 3. Due to my restrictive protocols, I can only confirm that Count Saint Germain is currently a guest at our hotel.
Only guests of this hotel are allowed entrance through here. I need to find a few more identifying features about the suspicious speeder.
That is crazy what happened to Margaret Leonard. Is everything okay with you and the cops?
Yeah, the cops would love to pin it on me, but I think it's all tied to a Mason Bowers who was abducted outside the Ritz a couple of nights ago. I'm just trying to find anybody who might have seen something.
Oh, well, then you probably need to talk to Sapphire.
Sapphire? Sounds like some Greek oracle.
Well, I don't know if she's Greek or not, but she's definitely exotic looking. And she's one of your fellow tenants. Her door's decorated like a French nightmare, but it suits her business. So, if you hear any noises you can't identify, you might want to come back later.
When did this game come out? I don't know. Let's find out. Not too long ago. (2014). I guess it's been some time. I don't know. I'm sorry. To me, it feels like yesterday was like the early 2000s. So forgive me. Time flies too fast.
It's a damn shame what happened to that little lady. And I'm not crazy about what it did to her apartment either. Not a clue.
I think everybody's pretty happy that you're back to your old self. Except Rook. That ornery old cuss. No pleasing him, I guess. How are things going for you? So this is the speeder you think took off after those gunshots and the abduction the other day. I do remember seeing a vehicle. I didn't get the license plate or nothing. I just saw it was one of them nice Pandians. The Bi-Turbo XL model. A big guy? Talks like he should be on the radio. Yeah, he came in the other day. Didn't seem too impressed with my, cuisine. Oh, I know this little lady. Haven't seen her around in quite a while, but she used to come in pretty regular. I think she lived at the Ritz, at least for a time. She and Chelsea were real friendly. Pretty sure her name wasn't Margaret Leonard, though. At least that ain't the name she told me.
Oh. What a twist. Why do all the women lie in this game? A series, I guess. What a trope.
Perhaps I've been wrong about you, Murphy. What can I do to help?
Just want to make sure I talked to him already. I think that might be everyone.
I need to find a few more identifying features about the suspicious speeder.
What else do I need to find? How else can I find? Can I go somewhere else that I haven't gone yet? You can't go here.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Hotel was so famous they named a bridge after it.
Where is Sapphire? The lady that this guy told us about.
A bell will be...
You know, it used to really piss me off, the way you'd always come around asking your questions, but now that you're paying me for it, I really don't mind. Not a clue.
I don't see anything about that character.
It's a damn shame what happened to that little lady. And I'm not crazy about what it did to her apartment either. No, I bet she was something back in the day. Way back in the day.
Of all the face-melting food joints in all the towns, in all the world, you walk into mine. He says he likes barbecue, so I'm not sure why he eats here.
Zach Williams. I'm pretty sure I talked to this guy. Is this open? No. This is all blocked off.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? You're talking about the speeder I saw take off after the shooting? What I can tell you for certain is the last 2 digits on the license plate. They were the numbers 6 and 3.
Okay, let's go back to the hotel. Maybe she's in one of these rooms. Can we go in here? Oh, it's happening. Oh God, close the door.
Well, this is a nice surprise.
Well, you got that right.
It's been a while. You look good. Real good.
Wow, is that a... what kind of contraption is that?
So,
what the
what
hell?
brings New San Francisco's sexiest PI to my door? Business or pleasure?
It's like Resident Evil 8.
Let's start with business.
How disappointing. Well, we could use that home gym in there to work off some stress. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a happy ending, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all anybody wants, right? I mean, and they lived happily ever after, that kind of thing.
Fine. You don't want to scratch each other's backs. But what if I don't play ball? Can we still rough and tumble?
Well, Sapphire, don't make me twist your arm.
You can't make me talk.
We can do this the hard way or the easy way.
Excuse me? Are you threatening me? Because if you are, I'd love to see you try the hard way. I'm sorry, Tex. I got carried away. I didn't mean to hurt you. At least not like that. Do you forgive me?
Oh, you're not getting off that easy. It's gonna cost you a few minutes of tedious questioning, and then maybe dinner and a movie at a much, much later time.
I'm all yours, Mr. Murphy.
Oh, Lord.
You're a tough guy who thinks he's above the law. What girl doesn't like to get a little turned on by that kind of man? First, I hear people running around up in your apartment. Then, this speeder lands outside. I hear some man yelling and screaming outside the Ritz. Then, he runs off with some other people chasing him. After a bit, he comes back, and I hear him outside my window. Sounds like he's talking to himself. Then, 2 other guys catch him, shove him into the speeder. Then, I hear gunshots, and the speeder takes off. It's not the nicest place in town, but you can't beat the price. It's a live and let live kind of place. That's not my kind of store. What's she got that I don't? I can tell you one thing that I've got that she doesn't.
Go on. Oh, no. That's implied, and I get it. Oh.
Gets along with everybody. Makes great food. I only met you a couple years ago, so I don't know what you were like before. But I like what I see now. It ain't just your ass that's bad. So spunky. And I love spunk. That's the guy you think got abducted? I saw him around a few times coming to see you. I thought. That scumbag detective has been watching me for months. He's been videotaping the Ritz, runs the electronics shop, though he's hardly ever there. Rook's one of my best customers. His tastes aren't as old-fashioned as you might think. But that place will literally kill you. After Clint took over ownership of the Ritz from Nilo, things got a lot better. He even removed all the bugs and hidden cameras. No idea who that is. Now, what would I know about that?
I miss the interaction with the character and certain options you have. Like, if you give them a picture, like, they'll physically grab it from you and look at it. And that's just all gone. Why?
That sweet lady used to live here. It looked black, or midnight blue at first. But when the light hit it just right, I could see that it was actually close to sapphire. Which, of course, I would remember.
Well, I finally gather enough data to identify the kidnapped vehicle. It's registered to a company called Cezanne, and the location appears on my map. I check out Cezanne with Smart, Alex, and find out it's some sort of doomsday cult recruiting candidates for a brave new world. And they believe this world will arrive soon. These boys take their schoolwork seriously.
Skyrim. Skyrim.
Nice little wishing well, but a couple of pieces of equipment are missing. Oh, there's something inside that bucket at the bottom of the well. Oh, force field blocking the entrance. I wonder if there's a mechanism around here that could turn it off. Well, there's some interesting symbols written on these pillars.
On the one I needed, I think. Oh, I see. I see, I see. Maybe I need to rotate it again so that it matches it.
There's some interesting symbols written on these pillars. Unfortunately, I arrive at Ceysan and set off every alarm possible. I'm missing a token that would grant me entry inside. I head back to my office to devise a new strategy when I find a fax waiting for me. Someone's been watching over my shoulder, and it's not a comforting feeling.
You have a fax.
Okay.
Oh boy, a fax.
Meet me at the top of Coit Tower. Okay.
An anonymous informant wants to meet me at Coit Tower.
Yep, this is a great idea. Just
Stop.
waiting to meet someone not.
You know, I never actually see anyone working on this street.
It's just like uncalled for commentary.
Hello, mate.
Slade? How? What? Weren't you in...
Locked up in San Quentin till 2260? No, not me. Good behavior.
Well, I'm glad you've turned over a new leaf. I'm a big fan of forgiving and forgetting. Mostly forgetting.
So what don't you remember?
Just the last 7 years.
So you don't remember everything after you and Chelsea got nicked? Chelsea's brother? The English woman, Juliet? Our little partnership?
Our partnership? Look, I know we just made up, but I think I'd rather lick toilets with my tongue than work with you.
Ah, but you did, Tex.
I did? Which one?
Work with me. And it paid a lot better than licking dunnies. How do you think you made all that money? These past few years have been, shall we say, mutually beneficial. But now it seems the same old Tex, the Boy Scout, is back. That's a problem.
You want to know what's wrong with the Boy Scouts? Not a darn thing.
So you've been helping us track down this precious little egg. First you say you got it, then you say Margaret Leonard stole it. Next thing I know, you turn up at Cezanne tripping security alarms like some clueless amateur. Well, what the hell was that all about?
For your information, I set those alarms off on purpose, and I don't have to tell you why.
Always got to do everything the hard way, don't you, Tex? This'll get you into Cezanne. Hope you know what you're doing. I'll give you 24 hours to find that egg. And then I'm gonna come looking for you. And you know I'll find you.
How big is the game? I have no idea. Maybe like 15 gigabytes? 16. Close enough. A lot of that is just video files, though, I think. I would have jumped off again, but I don't want to lose more points. Okay, we have a key now.
Well, Big Jim Slade is right. This key can get me inside Cezanne. You can be hung over from things other than alcohol. My meeting with Slade left me shivering like I had the DTs. This guy and I were partners over the last 7 years. There's trouble in my soul and it's become as cold as ash. The further I see down the barrel, the more dangerous and diabolical my world becomes.
This is a short game. Like, if I'm already on day 5.
Tip of the fedora to the custodial staff in this joint. Everything's nice and clean. Well, obviously, this must tie to the symbol down below. The initiation key must be a Seisen icon. Arthur, King of the Britons. Arthur, King of the Britons. Tip of the fedora to the custodial staff in this joint. Everything's nice and clean. Candidates, eh? Well, I hope I'm more successful here than when I applied at the post office.
Whoa. Whoa.
Welcome, friend. You are about to begin a journey to an incredible destiny. The successful candidate will become part of an elite aristocracy that will rule a universe beyond imagination. To begin your quest, please set the 7 sacred symbols in their proper place. To begin your initiation to a new destiny.
These must be the silhouettes of the symbols I need to find. These must be the silhouettes of the symbols I need to find. It won't budge. My guess is I need to find the 7 sacred symbols before these doors will open. Yeah, looks like somebody quit halfway through. Wine, candles, chalice. Who says cults can't be romantic? There's one of the sacred symbols underneath this stone tile, but I can't lift it on my own. There are just too many words in books. Might come in handy. I bet this is not like Animal House. Wait, this isn't Egyptian cotton. Yeah, it looks like a piece of one of those symbols. This sacred symbol has been broken into several pieces. Yeah, one summer night I took out half the windows in the neighborhood with a slingshot. Rook still hasn't forgiven me. This sacred symbol has been broken into several pieces. This sacred symbol has been broken into several pieces. This sacred symbol has been broken into 9 pieces.
9? Where are the other 5?
This sacred symbol has been broken into several pieces. Yeah, it looks like a piece of one of those symbols.
I think there's 3 left.
Yeah, it reminds me of the 7 Dwarfs' bedroom. Let's see, Gimli, Beaufort, Biffer, Homer, and Gandalf.
Yes.
This sacred symbol has been broken into several pieces.
Those are definitely the names. Oh.
This sacred
One
symbol
more.
has been broken into several pieces. It's a magnetic resonator board. It's a magnetic resonator board. Helps reassemble broken pieces. No windows, no carpet, people who want to kill me? Yep, this is my college dorm room.
It's got to be under a pillow, you think? I've been hovering over them, and all of them just have eyeballs. That one has nothing.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Seven Dwarfs bedroom. Let's see, Gimli, Beaufort, Biffer, Homer...
No, no luck, man. It's all... Just look at it. It was a good idea, though. I thought of this as well. I think it's going to be hidden in the environment. My thought was maybe up in one of these little alcoves or something, but I don't see anything up there. It's got to be down on the ground, hidden like in the rug or something, or under the bed. I really wish that you could crouch in this game. I don't know why they got rid of that.
Wait, this isn't Egyptian cotton.
I think it's all gonna be self-contained in this room.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Seven Dwarfs bedroom. Goldilocks hasn't hit the joint yet. For these guys, it's more hope of a hope chest than anything else.
I really feel like it's gonna... Is that it?
This sacred symbol has been broken into several pieces.
Wow. Okay.
This sacred symbol has been broken into 9 pieces.
Hey, it worked!
Come on. You don't even get to do it yourself. I thought it was gonna be like drag the pieces into the spot. If this was one of the older games, it would have made you do that, you know? Form it back together. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Wait, why did it look like it did it, though? Very misleading. Okay, you can left click on it to rotate. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I didn't know those got attached like that. Why not? That was weird that it was like, oh, it worked. The guy talking, like, I forgot the name of it already. Smart Alex. That dude talking made it seem as though the puzzle was done.
The Ankh symbol. Oh man, I hope it's Spaghetti Wednesday. This winery was established in 1879. 1879. Table, lantern, cup, plate. Nothing interesting. Ah, Amontillado. Do I hear scratching behind these walls? Eh.
That was so easy.
Well, maybe I can use this lead pipe to my advantage. Well, what happened?
What?
Well, something just happened.
The dialogue just cut itself off.
Well, there's got to be some reason this mural was hidden. Better look at it closely. Now I could use that. Well, there's got to be some reason this mural was hidden. I better look at it closely.
What is this, checkers?
Uh-oh, Warden. This contains all the books I read last year. Oh, I'm hoping this isn't a chamber pot. Nothing useful. It's a Mike and I Camera Candy comic, The Case of the Root Canal. I'll put this in my comic book rack collection back in my office.
This looks like an actual puzzle here. I think I need to just, like, form... Like, make all of them green. Let's go get the other thing first.
Man, I've been hit so many times in the head with a lead pipe. Maybe this time I could use one to my advantage. That's not right.
What?
Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work. I don't know what I was thinking. Strong rope. Maybe try something else.
A match made in wherever you believe you go when you die. For me...
Budge. My guess is I need to find the 7 sacred symbols before these doors will open. These must be the silhouettes of the symbols I need to find. Oh, 30-pound brick. Hey, no problem. That is a heavy stone.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner!
You still got it, my friend. Winner, winner. Something important must be inside here. Oh, a fitted sheet and an extra blanket. Being the boss does have its perks. Pickled egg. This pickled egg must be over 100 years old. It's as hard as a rock.
What else is there?
Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work. This contains all the books I read last year.
This game, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, though, or how you're supposed to figure that out.
The Ankh symbol. Neater. Anubis. The Amenta. This pickled egg must be over 100 years old. It's as hard as a rock.
I mean, it seems like the thing wants you to put them in certain spots. Like, you can just put them wherever you want. It doesn't matter. You can't play checkers like you think you can. It's not... I don't know. There's gotta be more to that I just don't understand yet. I see nothing in the room that would symbolize that. Or show anything like that. Making sure there was nothing else in here. Oh, is that one?
Well, it's one of the symbols, but it's out of my reach. That's not right. Well, that was stupid.
Dear God.
Got it.
Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta AFK real quick. Give me a couple minutes. I'm sorry.